Alright, let's now learn about 9 techniques to find a job with no experience. First and foremost, take inventory of what you have done so far. List everything and every competency that you have. List perhaps all of the projects that you have worked on. List a project and then just write down 3 specific outcomes that you have accomplished. If you don't have direct experience, focus on related skills or related work experience, because that is very, very important, and that pretty much contributes to the majority of what you have done. For example, if you're looking at accounting job and you may not have done the actual accounting, you may have done bookkeeping, such as, for example, entering the invoices in Excel for the business of your uncle. Second, take inventory of the situations, skills, products that are similar. So for example, if the question is asked about your data mining skills and you haven't had any experience with a given software package, show how you have done data mining using Excel. Also show the dynamics of the industry that you're targeting for the position, and that you're familiar with the challenges that people experience every day once they're hired. So for example, you may have had the dealings with this industry in your past role. And just show the interactions with those specific stakeholders, clients that were from this role that you're interested in right now. Also highlight your emphasis on the soft skills and how much of the soft skills that you have, such as, for example, an ability to quickly build the rapport, if it is needed to offset your not as deep technical knowledges or knowledge of the technicalities about how to accomplish something. Another technique is to look at what could be perceived as the source of the candidate risk. In other words, something that recruiters believed would be risky, and as a result, you may be perceived as the risky hire, and proactively address these risks. So, for example, if you have too little knowledge about the specific industry or its dynamics, or maybe technical skills or some of the soft skills that are needed, show that you're taking proactive steps to address the situation. For example, that you're enrolled into an online training program, you're conducting information interviews with the subject matter experts within your industry, that you're reading about case studies, auditing or attending relevant lectures in the community college or in an online program, or maybe all of the above. Another technique is that you can gain an experience as a freelancer. You can use some of the following sources. First and easiest one is your friends and family. It may be at either no cost as a help for them, or at very little cost that may make it very difficult for them to say no to you. You may also use some of the online freelance sites. Another technique to use is local newspapers and classified ad sites such as Kijiji, Craigslist, and freelance boards. Many of them may be offering a free or low-cost listing. You may also look for online forums that are focused on the services that you're performing. And target recipients of those services that you're offering may also be nearby, such as, for example, local residents within your neighborhood. For example, if you're providing a lawn mowing service, these could be your neighbors or people in your neighborhood. For example, when I was in school, I put an ad in the local newspaper about the services that I was providing. And within the duration of a very few years, I built very, very diverse experience because so many different clients with various business problems were coming to me for help. You can do much the same because the need is still there, and local publications or online forums may be a great way for you to tap into those needs and generate that experience within the convenience of the time that you can spend on this while perhaps you may be in school. Also work for your family business or the friends, such as the bookkeeping example that I mentioned earlier. You can also considering volunteering approach or internship approach. There may also be some of the interesting positions, such as, for example, board of directors of a non-profit. So, for example, if you're in Canada, all of the board members, not all, but actually most of the board members of the non-profit organizations are volunteers. So you can consider sites like boardmatch.org to find the board position. And boards may be something as huge organizations as those with a few 100,000 and maybe even tens of millions of dollars of revenue, or there may be a local choir or some local association where you may bring some of the expertise that is within the mandate of that organization. Just see if the mandate of the organization is close to what you feel at heart. So can you relate to the purpose of that nonprofit organization? And again, when you're looking for the volunteering positions, see if you can bring and if you can find a role where you will not just volunteer your time, but also your knowledge, insights, and things that you know about the industry. You can also look at the sites such as, for example, Charity Village or any other sites where the volunteer positions may be posted.